Hey guys, I am running a couple of errands and figured I would talk to you guys while I'm out and about. So I am taking, people are gonna love this one. So I'm taking Axel's blanket to the dry cleaners because it's not machine washable and it has to go to the dry cleaner. So I don't take it every other week, but I do take it usually like every other month, get it cleaned, and I try to coordinate that around when he gets a bath. So we're going to give him a bath in the next couple of days. Figured it was a good time to get his blanket washed for him, and people can, call me just the snobbiest dog mom ever. Don't care. I'm also going to go by his pet supply store and get him a new harness because I've had my eye on this harness for him for a little while, and I think I'm going to pull the trigger and go ahead and buy it for him. So that's what we're doing today. But I want to talk to you guys about how I think the panini has changed the landscape of influencers and kind of what people think about influencers. I had some thoughts around it, so let me take his blanket in and I'll be right back. All right, guys, got my little ticket and it will be ready on Friday. Today is Tuesday evening, so that's not too bad. They usually do a real good job at this dry cleaner that I go to. So the lady that works there, she was like, oh, my dog has the same blanket. So totally normal to have a nice blanket for your dog. And I was gonna say too, I mentioned this when I bought that blanket like a few months ago for him, but if you guys are curious, it's an UGG blanket. I'll throw up a screenshot in case you guys are, in the market to get something nice for your pup. And you need some ideas. That blanket is really, really nice. It's super soft, and it's faux fur. It's not made from real fur or anything, but it just looks really nice in our room, and Axel really likes it. So what we're gonna do is get his harness, and then I'll get the smoothies last on my trip, my little adventure. So what I want to talk about though is the fact that I've noticed this shift, and I always come to you guys and I'm like, have you guys noticed this? Am I alone? Tell me if I'm alone. I love getting the general consensus from my audience. So I've really noticed this shift with influencers, especially the larger influencers that come out with products. I noticed this with Catherine McBroom with her skincare line. The Love Meg multi-surface cleaner that just came out, that went to shit. It seems like a lot of products that are being launched by influencers right now are just, not doing well. Influencers are kind of grasping at straws to see, what they can do next in order to grab money from their audience, whether it's the issues with like the Bits of Brie Patreon, or doing, these stupid classes, or paid for content. And I always say, like, get your coin, but let's, for the sake of hardworking people who aren't millionaires, let's make sure that you're getting your coin in an ethical manner. Don't be out here just giving people crap products and charging them to listen to your mental health issues. Bare minimum. Give people something where they feel like they're spending their money in a good way. Like, that's always my biggest problem, is that so many of these things just feel money grabby. But what I was going to say is, I personally feel like, from what I've seen, I think that there has been a shift when it comes to what people are going to put up with when it comes to influencers. I think the bar has been raised because I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, this entire past, over a year now, a year and 3 months, has been filled with moments of reflection, moments of sort of asking myself, is this something that I really want to do? And trying to make decisions that are, going to be really good for me, really good for my household, just thinking about everything in general. And I've kind of had this way of thinking of just reminding myself of how short life is and how much everything we do in life day to day really matters. And if you are not, if you don't feel good about how you spend your money, that matters. If you don't feel good about how you're spending your time day to day, that matters. If you don't feel like you are connecting with people that you surround yourself with, that matters. I do feel like all of the heartache and all of the bad things that came out of the panini, there have been a few good things where people are looking at life differently. And the fact that so many of these influencers were going on extravagant trips in the middle of lockdowns, shilling out these really bad products to their audience, being entitled, showing that they don't care about the people that built them and put them in a position where they were able to continue generating revenue when others were losing their jobs, losing their homes, hardly able to buy groceries. All of these things have been sort of brought to light. And in my opinion, I think that the influencer, at least for a lot of people, they are going to be held to a different set of standards than they were 2 years ago because of everything that we've been through over the past year. So we're going to continue this conversation. Let me run and grab this harness. I'll show it to you guys, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the terrible lighting, but that's just kind of how it is. So this is the harness that we got for Axel. It is the Rough Wear. It's the color is called Red Sumac, and actually this is like a bright tomato red. His harness right now is red too. He has a Kong harness that he wears, but I like the color of this one more, so hopefully it fits. The guy in there was like, the Rough Wear harnesses aren't as flexible as some other harnesses, so he was like, if it doesn't fit him, just bring back the the cardboard or whatever, and they emailed my receipt. So hopefully it fits though, because this is super cute. And Axel has had his current harness for a couple of years. I wash it, I try to keep it really clean, but it just looks kind of dingy and old. I don't know. I've had my eye on that for a while. They also had a gray color. It was like this color gray that's on the inside of the harness, and then they also had a like a dark aquamarine color, but Axel always looks really good in red. That's been his color for a long time. I remember the first harness that we got him was red, and since then, I don't know, it's something with like his chocolate coat. He just looks so good in red, so we've kind of always gravitated towards that as far as his harness goes. So what I was saying about this whole influencer idea is that I do feel like the climate is changing, and people are tired of being constantly sold to. People are tired of, when they are sold to, getting crap products that have no quality, dedication, drive behind them. It's just like slap your name on something and sell it. I'm sorry. Like, I've watched quite a few reviews on Love Meg's Cleaner on YouTube, and it's not a good product. It's, overpriced perfume. And I get it. She's not a product development person. But it's just so clear when these people come out with products that they claim that they've poured all this time and energy into, and then they just, slap their name on it, come out with some heartfelt launch video where they're crying alligator tears or crocodile tears or whatever it's called. And when the product gets to the customer, customers aren't expecting the moon and the stars, but they're expecting a product that they can incorporate into their daily lives and not feel like it's just a piece of junk. You know what I mean? And that's what you see so often. Catherine McBroom's skincare line, the poor packaging, a wreck of shipment, even someone like Jaclyn Hill. Like, Jaclyn Hill's products, not very good considering that she puts so much time and love into all the products that she puts out. Like, these influencers are just, they're being looked at with a closer eye. And I think the ones that were specifically entitled and being jerks in the middle of the panini, ones that are going to be more closely scrutinized from not only their fans but the internet at large. And I'm here for it. Now, I'm not here to be some kind of jealous hater who just doesn't want anyone to have a successful product. That is not it at all. People are realizing how important intentions are, and intending where you're spending your money, who you're giving your social media currency to. I know people hate when I use that word. She uses social media currency all the time. Like, no, I use it because it absolutely makes sense. And it makes sense because you are giving minutes of your life, whether you're multitasking while you're watching or listening to YouTube or not, you are giving moments of your life in order to make someone else richer. So use those minutes wisely and feel good about who you're watching. That's been my message from the get-go. So either way, hopefully all these little rambles made sense, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that the Panini has changed the influencer landscape? And are you looking at influencers differently? Do you not care? Are you looking at some differently and some not? And I've always said, not all influencers are bad. However, there are a large group who have shown time and time again that they are greedy, problematic, entitled, don't care about their subscribers. And I'm not saying I'm doing everything right, because I'm not, but I can tell you that I have not shilled out products to my subscribers. I never will. I've never pushed out a Patreon so that you guys can listen to my life struggles and put a shield in front of mental health like I care when I'm not qualified. There's been a lot of stuff that a lot of people have done that I would never do. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. However, I always want my subscribers to know that they matter, and I will never, reach into your all's pockets and screw you over. That's the main message here. I don't have memberships on right now for a reason that is intentional. And I've always said, until I feel like I can give you guys something that is worth that, $1.99 or dollar or however much it is, I am not going to roll that out. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.